today's video, if you've been following along with my journey, you know that I'm curating my wardrobe. My inspiration for this season is the Max Mara Fall Winter 2025 collection and the Michael Kors collection Fall Winter 2025. So those are my two inspirations for this season. So everything that we saw on the runway was gonna be produced, is produced, and is on the websites. But as you know, it's expensive because we're talking about luxury brands. And we're not quite, well, I'm not quite yet in that price point. So if you're anything like me, you like to find things that are similar and will give you a similar look and vibe. And so that's what we're gonna do today. This first look from Max Mara, I love this look. This is, all of the items went into production. So this is a long wool and alpaca coat. Do you see this coat? This coat is so fly. So this is an alpaca coat. We have the classic lapel collar. So that is a detail. We have long sleeves with the cuff strap. And it is lined, of course. This is what they describe as a maxi robe coat. The composition of this is alpaca and wool. So we're definitely packing on the premium fibers. Natural fibers, premium fibers. So we're gonna keep going down. Ah, this coat is gorgeous. So the details that we're gonna look at are, as I mentioned some of them, the collar. So we wanna have a coat with a collar. Some lapels, but not necessarily oversized lapels. It's a classic lapel. A belted coat, a coat with a belt. Some nice pockets. We want it to be maxi. If possible, alpaca, because then we can have a similar texture and a similar silhouette. So we're looking at the details of this coat and seeing if we can find something similar. Because do you see the price of this actual coat is $6,000. That's crazy. We don't have that kind of money at this moment. Well, maybe you do, style it, but I do not. Now we're going to look at the sleeveless wool and alpaca coat. So this is long. It's a sleeveless coat. Of course, it goes in tandem with the coat we just looked at. We have a lapel collar. It's a loose fit. Again, the composition is alpaca and virgin wool. So again, both natural fibers, premium fibers. Ugh, amazing. Like I said, not exactly the same, but if you want a similar look, I found this. So this is a brown. Now it's a different color, but it will give you a similar look if you want a vest and coat pairing. So this is a sleeveless double-breasted long coat. This is from Peroche. It's $879. So that is a steep price, but it's nowhere near the $4,000 vest that we saw. So again, this is a vest. It's long. It is faux fur. So it's not wool or alpaca or natural fibers like our inspiration picture. But it does have a similar silhouette. Now we're going to also look at a coat. So this is a Banana Republic long faux fur coat. This is $350. And I thought, ooh, this would work very well together. So I don't know how tall the model is. I would imagine she's very tall. So again, it's still a long coat even on her. So I think this is a good alternative. Of course, it's not the exact same, but it's inspired by. So if you want to have a long vest and a matching coat, this would be a good option. Again, these are faux furs, so it's not even the same composition as the Max Mara, which we know is alpaca and wool. This is just, we're going straight faux fur, but it's very dope. I actually like that inspiration. So now we're gonna move on to another look. So Max Mara, aside from that, that's a $10,000 outfit. Of course, we can't do that. So something that we saw a lot of in every look just about on the runway collection was this long leather belt. And it comes in different variations. We see this, the antique rose, but they also have it in this bronze brown, dark brown. Essentially, this is the belt or accessory that Max Mara features. It's $470. I don't know if I want to spend most of my budget on a long leather belt. I doubt it. But from trying on, if you've watched my previous video where I tried to recreate the Max Mara runway collection based on what I already have in my wardrobe, you know, if you've watched that video, that just a single belt, just belting it in itself doesn't necessarily give the look that we would like. In order to really get this Max Mara look, a double belt to me is essential, whether it be thick like this or thin. So yeah, love the way it looks, but $490 for a belt. Maybe later on down, or $470, maybe later on down the line, but not currently for me. So I did find some belts that were double belted, and this one is from Lily Silk. It comes in, they have mahogany and black. Now this is a slim double strap leather belt, $65. And I like the way this looks. It looks very nice. I like the gold details. There's one from COS that I like. I don't know why it wasn't showing up when I looked for it. But okay, so we have it in the white. It's a nice double belt. And they also have it in the brown. It's sold out in the medium large. But I mean, again, if you could find that this Lily Silk one is still available, and it's only $65. And I like that detail better. So basically a double belt. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is gloves. All of these looks have gloves. If you look at all of the Max Mara looks, I'm going to pop up on the screen just to remind you or familiarize you with, they all have gloves. So we looked for some leather gloves. Now this brand is from Dents. I've never heard of it, but they have the long leather gloves. They're lined. They're $194. They come in a myriad of colors. I'm thinking that I will pick whatever belt color I buy or purchase, find a similar glove. Or you could do the opposite. You can do either something in a similar color family or something different. So this is in the saddle. This also comes in the country brown. I don't really see a dark chocolate brown that was matched directly with the leather in the belt, but that's okay. It's still in the same similar family, so I think that it will still look very nice. Also, we have this one from Cornelia James. Now this is dark brown. It's the LOD long leather glove, $315. Again, expensive, but the thing is, once you buy these gloves, you will have them in your wardrobe for years to come. I mean, rarely are your glove size gonna change. Now I don't see the 8.5 is probably what I will need more than likely. I don't see that. I don't know if it'll be back in stock. Or you could go for this suede. I do like the idea of maybe, you know, in your wardrobe or in your outfits, different textures in your outfit. So because of different textures, these suede opera gloves from Mango, from Nordstrom could be good. They are leather, they say, so that they are real suede, and they're $89.99, and they're in a nice dark chocolate. So this might be a good option. Instead of leather, go for a nice suede. So we'll see about that. Now, going back to the Max Mara coat, I did find some coats that have a similar style. So again, it's not the same color as the Max Mara coat, but they have a similar style. From Centenaire, this is a luxury Canadian coat brand, I believe. So this is the Soirée Alpaca Maxi Notch coat. So what we see that's similar is we have lapels. Granted, they are a little bit larger, but we have the lapels just like we did in the Max Mara coat. We have a nice collar, we have a belt, and we have premium fibers. This is also alpaca, just like the Max Mara coat. Now the color is not the exact same, but of course it is similar. And when we look at the product details, we can see that, like I said, this is in fact a premium. So we're 70% alpaca, 30% wool. So it's a similar composition as the Max Mara coats. So that's a lovely color. And even though it is expensive, because it is a luxury brand, this is $2,990 versus the Max Mara coat, which is what, 6,000 plus? Yes, a little over $6,000. That's a $4,000 price difference. So I really think about the details of the outfit, the silhouette. What exactly am I seeing? What are the details? How can I get something similar? Now, when it comes to leggings, we saw a lot of leggings on the Max Mara collection. These leggings are a whopping $700. So I wouldn't spend $700 on leggings. We can find some leggings that are nice and ribbed that come in a variety of colors. So I didn't look any of them up because I just felt like leggings, that's pretty basic. But I will make sure I find either knitted leggings or even some tights that will help me create certain looks, because a tight will give the same effect. Now, the next look that we're going to look at is something that didn't go into production. Now, there were 3 outfits that I love that were me to a T. They were all sweater, dress, or knit cord sets. They were all knit skirt cord sets. Fabulous. I'm going to pop up some pictures of the 3 that I'm talking about. None of those items went into production. The only thing that went into production was the ribbed turtleneck, but none of the skirts. So I was disappointed, but at the same time, I guess if it didn't go into production, then I couldn't have missed out on something fabulous. But genuinely, I love a sweater dress. The next best thing to a sweater dress is a skirt cord set. So I looked at a myriad of them. I just went on the internet and scoured skirt knit cord sets. So there's one from Massimo Dutti. It is expensive. It's $890. It's 100% cashmere. I love this mint color. Last I checked, it was... Okay, so there's a couple left, but they were sold out. So look at this. I love it. The turtleneck, nice long sleeves. This is $890. The skirt comes in at $690. Okay, so yes, there's still some left over. And this is a nice mink color. And I love it. Like, gorge. So yes, this outfit in itself is over $1,000. If the Max Mara one was to come out, you already know the skirt itself will be over $1,000. The turtleneck itself is what, $800. So you already know. Another cord set that I found was, there's this brand Falconeer, and the cool thing about this is Rosie Huntington-Whiteley and her husband they have a campaign for this brand. This is an Italian luxury brand, nice knits. They're really into natural fibers. So this is a wool knit skirt. It's $445. I love the rich brown color. I didn't see a matching turtleneck, but I did see this matching tank, and I think it's cute. I think this is a good look. They also have some knit pants, so if you want to buy all 3 and have this cute chocolatey cord set with pants and alternate even between just the pants and the tank, or the skirt tank, or all 3, you could do that. So this is $445 is the skirt, and the top is $100 plus. I think it's $145. So this is cheaper than the Massimo Dutti, but it's still a nice luxury fiber. If I'm not mistaken, let me look actually. Yeah, it's wool. Both of the items are wool. So it's not cashmere. Cashmere is softer, but it's still a nice wool material. We also have this. I like this colorway. This is called Marcella Brown. We have this wool turtleneck sweater, and again, this is a knit. It is raglan sleeveless. So it's not like a high turtleneck like I prefer, but it's a mock turtleneck, and I like mock turtlenecks as well. So that's $425 for the turtleneck. The skirt is $425. So this is what, almost $900? $425, so $850, almost $900. This is cute. And then you can see this other turtleneck variation that they have here. It's not the exact same color, but it's similar enough. And I just like the way it looks. So we have those options for a knit set. Now, the last knit set, I like brush cashmere. I've been seeing it a lot. And so again, what we're looking at are cord sets. Cord sets, and we can style it similar to the Max Mara one, which is all three looks have a belt. So we can put a belt on our cord sets, or we can choose to style it differently, but the main thing, the inspiration, is the cord set. And not only that, but you can also have a long cord set. So we don't necessarily want a mini skirt cord set, a maxi skirt cord set, maybe even a midi. So this is a brush cashmere cardigan. It's $395 from Naked Cashmere. And it looks so sumptuous. This is a V-neck brush cashmere. It's $395. I think there's a sale, if I'm not mistaken, on Naked Cashmere right now, like a friends and family for 25% off. By the time this goes out, it'll probably be over with, so I probably shouldn't have mentioned it. But this is the Frances Brush Cashmere midi skirt. So this is $350. The cardigan is $359. So this outfit is around $700. And so it's still a good look. I mean, it's more than $700, but it's less expensive than the Massimo Dutti. Similar price range to the Falconer. So again, this looks good, and just look at how this looks. So cute. But I really would love to have a maxi brush cashmere set. That would look so great. I love maxi skirts. But here's the thing. If I do this brush cashmere with a knit, like some knitted leggings or tights that's a similar color, then I can also give that Max Mara look. I could belt this, or I could not belt it. Either way, I'm not sure how it would look belted. We could do the leather gloves or the suede gloves. It would be really cute. I think that would look good. So these are just the cord sets, some of those options. Now, the last thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at a coat. So the Max Mara coat, this is the cashmere broadcloth coat. Cashmere broadcloth coat. This coat is $8,250, right? So here's the details. It's a long coat, it's double-breasted, and it's oversized. We have the wide collar peak lapels. So definitely let's look at this coat and see if we could find something similar. So we just mentioned the details. Double-breasted, long coat. If you notice, it doesn't have a belt. So we don't want a coat with the belt. We want it to be oversized, double-breasted. We have nice lapels, but not oversized lapels, just the fit to be oversized. The composition itself is 100% cashmere. So I'm going to show you some that don't work with the look that we're looking for, and some that could work. Now this is just what I think. So now this is Gobi. This is a double-breasted long coat. It's 100% cashmere. However, to me, this misses the mark. It doesn't give the same feel as the Max Mara coat. Number one, it does not look like it is long enough. Number two, we have a belt. The belt completely throws off this oversized masculine men's coat before a woman look that we're going for. And to me, the sleeves are not long enough for this coat. So we're missing some details. We don't have the structure. So that to me is not a good option. Again, we're going back to Centellaire. Now we don't have the color, and this is not cashmere, but this is double-breasted. We do have the collars, the peak lapel collar. It's double-breasted. We have the coats, the pockets. And so this to me gives a more structured look. It is still feminine but structured, and no belt. So we don't have the color and we don't have the same composition, but it still gives off a similar look. And of course, if you wanted it to be oversized, you can even size up even more. Now this is $2,290, so it's a $6,000 less price difference between the Max Mara coat. Now here's another coat that to me misses the mark, and I'll explain why. So this is the basic coat. This is cashmere. It's $1,890. So far, aside from the Gobi coat, the least expensive. Now, if you look at the model, this coat is nowhere near the length that we need it to be. This is not a maxi coat. This is definitely giving a midi coat. And this is not double-breasted. This is single-breasted. See how the double-breasted gives off a different look than the single-breasted? This is not what we want. I don't know what happened, but something happened to the rest of the footage, so that's why I'm filming and I look completely different, have different clothes on. But the ultimate coat that I found, to me, that is comparable to the Max Mara cashmere coat is this coat from Almada label. Now this is the Deja double coat. It comes in different colors. It comes in this tan color, it comes in a chocolate color, it comes in a black color. But the tan color probably most resembles the cashmere coat from Max Mara. So first off, this is double-breasted. It's a double-breasted coat. It's a mix of cashmere and wool. It has the nice buttons. We see the shoulder pads. We have the lapels, just like with that coat. It has a nice oversized fit, but not too oversized. And you could even, if you wanted to, size down. It's slightly oversized, but not too oversized. It's 100% wool. And so because of this, if you look at the back, we see the buttons, the black buttons. In contrast, we don't have a belt, which is what's not involved in the cashmere coat that that we see from Max Mara. So this, even though this is 100% wool, this coat most resembles the Max Mara coat, not only in silhouette, but in detail, so in color, and the features that we just talked about. And it is a fraction of the price. Now the Almada label coat is $1,150, but that is nothing compared to the 6,000 something plus of the Max Mara coat. Oh, excuse me, $8,250 of the Max Mara coat. So even still, I know that this coat is not, the Deja coat is not cheap, but it is still a good investment, and we will get a similar look and feel. And then just think about how it will look when you add a belt to it. Chef's kiss, now you're on your way. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This is really, like, I would say, kind of like a mini masterclass in how you create the same look as of a luxury brand that you enjoy. And everything cannot be replicated, of course. To me, that's the beauty of certain brands. And a brand like Max Mara, that's deeply rooted in craftsmanship, that's rooted in materials. It's not always possible to get a one-for-one look, but you can find items that have similar silhouettes, similar construction, similar materials, even if they're not exactly the same. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In the next video, I'm going to be breaking down the Max Mara collection. So it's going to be essentially the same thing as what we just did here, but with the inspiration of the Max Mara, the Michael Kors collection. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, check out my previous video. This whole season, I've been curating my style story, and I've been wanting you to come along for the journey. And I want you to create your own style story as well. Comment down below. Let me know, how are you guys dressing for this season? What is your inspiration? See you guys later.